Central Campus Marine Sciences program is a 2-class program which is made up of marine biology and aquarium science. So I took the aquarium science course my junior year of high school, which is a 2-block course that talks and teaches about the practice of maintaining marine life in captivity, all the science behind that, and how to actually care for the organisms that you have in your lab. So there's a lot of work involved in the class that is in the lab, hands-on with the tanks, because you are learning how to keep a tank, maintain a tank, make a tank, feed the fish, design the tank's rocks and substrate, and also all the science behind the water, the salt water, and the chemical balances that keep the organisms alive. It's really interesting because it combines a whole bunch of different ideas and practices that I had never done before in my life. I'd never worked in an aquarium before, and especially living in Des Moines, Iowa, I hadn't had a lot of exposure to really high-tech equipment like this that's in the lab. It's a really special program and it's a really special experience. I've had a lot of great moments in aquarium science, and some of the ones that I can just think off the top of my head have been helping raise baby clownfish. So one thing that is really special about the program is that we actually are a supplier. So we hatch and cultivate baby clownfish and baby moon jellyfish, and then we send out a huge amount of those products out to aquariums and other suppliers around the nation. It's really cool. But my project this year has been researching and designing a new chemical quality procedure for the coral trough specifically. So I'm researching what chemicals are most important to the growth of corals, how they are related to one another, and what are the levels in the wild and what are the levels in captivity, and how can I find a balance between the two and find kind of that perfect medium. And then the next step is really figuring out how to make that possible in our lab. And I think the coolest part about this program is that this lab, which has over 14,000 gallons of salt water in it, is completely student run. Throughout the summer, there are students coming in daily to feed the organisms, to change the water, to clean the tanks, and throughout the year it is completely student run, which is so cool and so special that this place, which is demanding and challenging and unlike anything else in the Des Moines public schools, is not reliant on an adult. It's all based on the hard work of high school students who are first-year students who have never, some of them have never gone to the ocean before, and yet they're making this lab run like a professional aquarium or zoo. So it's really cool. I recommend it for anybody who has ever entertained the thought of coming here, that they should try it out. It is super rewarding, and it's just unlike anything else you've ever tried before in your life. So even if it's not your passion, you'll find something new every day, and it's really fun.